Hi, everybody. So this reading is going to be for Monday. It's what energy should you focus on this week? So I have 3 piles here. I pulled a card from Trust Your Vibes, and so whatever card works for you is going to be a message for you. Okay, whatever makes sense to your life right now. So the first pile is Fake It Till You Make It. Second card is Back to Basics. Third card is Meditate. Okay, so if Fake It Till You Make It makes sense, then pile number 1 will go for you. If Back to Basics makes sense, pile 2. Meditate, pile 3. Okay, does that make sense? So let's go ahead and go on to pile 1. Okay. So pile 1 is says Fake It Till You Make It. Okay, and this is about what energy you should focus on. Okay, a lot of it has to do with yourself. We'll put that last. So you really need to focus on you and on what you want in life, okay? I think you tend to spend too much time focusing on what other people may be doing, or where other people are in their life compared to you, or maybe you're feeling like you're not good enough, or maybe you're not as far as other people, okay? But they want you to know that you are where you need to be, okay? See, I am the prize, right? You are heading in the correct direction. It might feel like you've been going around in circles, but in reality, you've just been learning some lessons, if that makes any sense at all. It's about you learning how to accept yourself as you are. You're good, you're bad, and you're ugly. Because once you accept yourself as you are, you're going to start seeing things start moving forward. The issue is you sit in a current mindset that you're not good enough, that other people have more than you, that people are further than you, or that you're not going to get as much as other people have because other people are further along, or maybe maybe you want to buy a house, but yet you can't afford to buy a house, but yet you see other people having a house. Well, they didn't buy a house because they just wanted to, and they just went and bought it and had all the money. They literally had to work hard for it. And so if you want to buy a house, you're going to have to work for it, right? And sometimes you just have to figure out what kind of house you want and how much, and then work towards that income, is what I'm seeing, okay? Now you have some new ideas coming in, okay? And so what you should focus on is where exactly you want to be, okay? I want you to start making plans and start taking action towards where you want to be. Okay, let's say you want to get your master's degree, but all you have is your associates. Okay, well, what is the next step to get you that master's? It's not going to the bar, nor is it going out with friends. It's going to a university, taking tests that you have to, or signing up for some more classes, right? You're not going to just get there because you wish it or you will upon it. You have to work hard for it, and that's what Spirit's saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and pile 1, and we're going to look at the reaffirmation. Oh, how cute. I tell the truth with grace and love, and my relationships are transformed. This is your affirmation for Monday, okay? Sometimes, and I almost want to say, I don't know why this is coming through, but if you guys tell the truth to people and they don't like it, maybe they get upset with you, or they get hurt over it. Just see it for what it is. Not everybody can handle the truth, okay? And if you see the truth and you tell them the truth and they can't handle it, that's not your problem. That's theirs, right? You need to figure out who you can trust, who you can't trust in your current friends. But definitely focus on where you want to be. That's where your focus should be, okay? Pile 1, you should definitely focus on where you want to be in let's say 6 months, a year, 2 years, right? Start making plans. Start going after what you want, because if you do this, you will succeed. If you don't, you're going to be in the same spot as you were today, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, okay? You need to start doing something if you were to want it bad enough, okay? All right, pile number 2. Now, pile number 2, you are back to basics, okay? Let's go ahead and see what this first card is. It's the Queen of Cups. Interesting. I first got the King of Cups. Now I got the Queen of Cups. Put that here. Okay, so closure. Now, yours is a little bit different, okay, from the pile number one. Pile number one was all about going after what they wanted, right? And start making steps towards it. With you guys, I see it being more of you closing out a difficult chapter and seeing things for what they really are and being honest with yourself, right? Don't hide the truth. Don't be in denial about the truth of your current situation. You guys are closing out an incredibly difficult cycle for you. And this difficult cycle that's closing is not easy. Okay, it's quite emotional. You are, if you know, she's looking into the cup, and the water beneath her feet is quite, a little bit disruptive, right? These are her emotions. And this tells me that you guys have been through a lot, right? A whole lot, more than I think you realize. And you need to start closing out that final chapter. This is the final lesson you have right here. And that final lesson, you just need to let go. Don't sit in regret. Don't sit in shame. Do not sit in guilt. Okay? Just go after the closure that you need. Okay? Sometimes the closure is being honest with yourself. Being realistic. Telling yourself it's okay, right? Back to basics, right? You're starting a new cycle. And this new cycle is going to give you some new lessons, some new blessings, right? With every cycle, there's a blessing and a lesson. And you're about to start getting some blessings is what I'm seeing. I really am seeing that. Now, I know sometimes it's hard to let go of the past, especially if you've been through a lot of hurt and pain, all right? I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I found these when I bought I bought some of these things right here to put my cards in. I really like them, by the way. But with them, you also get these coins. And on the coins, it says, make a wish to the constellation, right? And if you look right here, look at this. I like these coins. They're so pretty. I just love their detail on them. Even with my bed high sight, I love the detail on them. But I'm just telling you right now that you need to make a wish. Okay? Make a wish and let it go. Free it. Don't worry about how you're going to get that wish. Don't stress about how this is going to come forward. What I'm seeing is that you're about to get a wish that you've always wanted, pile number two. And this wish that you're going to get is far greater than what you could have had if you hadn't let go of the past. Now, if you're still holding on to the past, this wish cannot come true because you're blocking it. But if you let go and you move on and you move forward, you will get the dream that you have always wanted. Okay? It's coming. It's up to you on how soon. And forgive me, I start yawning. I don't know why I yawn when I do these readings for. And so just make a wish and let it go. Okay? And don't worry about how you get it. Let's go ahead and look at your reaffirmation. Your affirmation, not reaffirmation, forgive me, that is for bankruptcy. Your affirmation, my thoughts lead me in the direction of healing, prosperity, and connection. Prosperity, connection, and grace-filled experience, right? Now, once again, right, where your thoughts are is where you go. If you're feeling guilt, shame, anger, right, over from the past, it blocks you. All right, go back to the basics and start over. It's a new beginning for you. All right, and that's essentially what this is. It really is a new beginning. You just gotta go forward and climb that ladder. Go after it. Get out of the current situation that you're in that's blocking you from going after what you want. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and go to, come with this over here. Pile number 3, you're next. So if you chose pile number 3, that's on meditate. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these cards over. So you got the Knight of Cups. And what's interesting is I shuffled these, by the way. We got the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, now we got the Knight of Cups. Go figure, right? And so with that being said, let's go ahead and look into this a little bit more. So what energy should you focus on this week for pile number 3? Pile number 3, what you should focus on is your life purpose. Okay, and if you've been wondering what your life purpose is, I'll probably do a reading on that sometime later. I'm not sure, where we can figure out what your life purpose really is. But there is something that you've always wanted, something that you find to be quite rewarding, all right? So, it's a hobby, or it's something that you really enjoy, okay? And your life purpose revolves around that. Now, if you enjoy painting walls, well, guess what? That's your life purpose. Sometimes bringing color into other people's worlds, or, painting their walls so that they love walking into the home, or putting in new carpet, or, writing a book that they might want to read later on. Something that you like to do, something that you like to create is actually going to be your life purpose. And I know it seems kind of weird because people perceive life purpose as in something spiritual, but that's not always true. Sometimes your life purpose is just bringing color into people's world. Sometimes showing them that things can be pretty if they just look a little deeper, okay? Now, everybody's life purpose is different, okay? But I'll probably do a reading later on what your life purpose is. We could do that. I've done it before many people. But if you were to find things you like, you know how they say find a hobby, or see, find a job that's your hobby, right? Or find a job that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That is true, okay? And to put things in perspective, I have been working as a paralegal for many years, and over 20 years. And paralegal work to me is not a job. It's my passion. I love it. And so I don't feel like I work. Sometimes I'll work on Friday nights. Sometimes I'll work on the weekends. To me, it's no different than me being home on the weekend. I work from home, actually, to be honest with you. And I enjoy it. I have no complaints over that. So, but to me, working as a paralegal is not a job. It's who I am. I love it that much. Okay? Now, pile number 3. Let's talk about your affirmation. So, your affirmation is, I'm excited to share things I no longer loved or need with people who will love or need them more. Now, share, right? Maybe you donate your items, donate your clothing. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll go to a retail establishment. I'm not going to say what names, but I'll go to a retail establishment and I'll see really good selling things. And so I'll buy one in each color. And sometimes I'll buy it and it's like put on, I'll buy like a yellow and a black and a red. And I'll put on the yellow. I'm like, oh, that I do not like the way I look on that. So I'll take the yellow and I'll donate it to somebody else, right? It could be that. That could be your life purpose, by the way. If you're really good at shopping, guess what? That's your life purpose, right? If you're really good at finding deals, there's your life purpose. What I'm saying is whatever you can share with others is your life purpose. Whether it's painting their homes, even if you charge them, doesn't matter. Even if you want to, let's say you share your stories, or maybe you want to inspire people, or maybe you want to write a book, right? Whatever you want to share with others is your life purpose. And that is what energy you should be focusing on this week. Is what is your life purpose and what makes you happy? Because that will, if you make yourself happy, you'll make others happy as well. Because you won't be mean, if that makes sense. Not saying that you are mean, but if you're living a life that you don't like, you don't exactly come off as nice to other people, because sometimes you just kind of get cranky. Especially if you wake up on a Sunday morning realizing that in 24 hours you have to go to work and you hate it. And I've been there. I've been there where I dread walking into an office or going into a place where I can't stand. It's it's a bothersome thing, because when you work a job that you dread, right, you wake up in the morning and you just got that knot in your stomach and you're like, I do not want to do this. And if that's where you are, you need to figure out where you want to be, okay, and start going after what you want, okay. You need to find your life purpose, because your life purpose is where your happiness really is. And so what you really need to focus on this week is where you want to be. Ask yourself, what do I really want in this life? If you come back with, well, you know, I want to be able to spend money without working, well, you need to be a little more realistic, okay? You could also start, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you want to, you know, go travel around. Just things that you want to do. But think about how you can do it and share it with other people. If you can think of that, I think you will find your life purpose. Okay? All right, you guys, that is the reading. You guys take care, and you guys have a great Monday.